Hey everybody, this is Alan Fine and I'm here with Dan Arriaga, who is the owner of Newhall Valencia Travel. He's one of the top producers here at Pleasant Holidays Elite Gathering we're in Nassau, and this is Insider Travel Report. So Dan, thank you for talking to us.
Hi Alan. Well, this is such a neat experience. I mean, it's not only do you get to enjoy the resort, but it's very educational from the activities, the cultural going. Today we did a city tour, which included a little bit of rum tasting.
A lot of rum tasting.
A lot of rum tasting. And then also there's a really, really cool adventure that I did yesterday, which is called the Pig Excursion, where you actually get to go to this deserted island where there's pigs and iguanas all over the place. So you get to go in the water, swim with them, feed them, and if they let you, you could even pick one up. It's such a neat, fun experience, and then you also get to do a little bit of snorkeling. So this island has so much to offer, from the beach activities, the dining experience, and the people.
So we're talking about Nassau and specifically the Sandals Royal Bahamian.
And the Sandals Royal Bahamian. The Sandals Royal Bahamian, from the dining experience to the service, the accommodations, it's all top notch. And not only that, but here at Sandals, it has an amazing beach area. I love it.
So let's talk about you and your travel agency. So first of all, how old is it?
Well, the agency's been around for 50 years. I've been the owner now. I bought it 25 years ago. It was a scary feeling, but very fortunate that it's gone so well. I mean, we're located in a shopping center. And
you're brick and mortar and you're in California. Let's talk about what it's like.
I'm in California. I'm about 50 minutes north of LA. We're in this little, well, not even little anymore. It's the Valencia, Santa Clarita area. And it's an area that's just been growing like crazy, from it just expanding to new homes, new little communities throughout the area. You're close to LA. You're about 45 minutes to the beach and about an hour away from the ski resort. So it's a neat area to be in.
So now, as not everybody who's watching this is brick and mortar. Some are agents at home or agents are ICs. What percentage of your business comes from walk-ins?
It's a shopping center now. You'll have clients that happen to be whatever they're shopping around in that area. They'll pop in. But a lot of our stuff, the ones that have been coming around for quite some time, they'll give us a call. Usually the new ones,
the old internet, the phone.
Yeah, exactly. But usually, like the new clients that want to go in there and meet you, they'll come in. But the ones that have been going around, just a quick phone call, Dan, this is what we want to do. This is the experience that we want to do, and it could all be done by phone. So
25 years ago, you decided to buy this travel agency. What made you do it, and what were you doing before that?
Well, it's really it wasn't even a planned thing. I used to work for American Airlines. I used to run their South America group department, and from there I lived out in the area in Valencia, and I thought it's too far. I used to drive down to the Wilshire and Chateau office, which got a little crazy, and then I moved down. I kept moving closer and closer. Then by then, I got hooked on travel. I never thought I would be doing this, and so I got hooked on travel. I stuck with it. The owners that were there, they were getting ready to sell, and they go, Dan, we love you, but you're going to have to get used to a new owner, or you're going to have to buy us out. So I just went for it. I bought them out, and I've been very lucky that it's all fell into place. It's worked out. Even during the pandemic, I mean, we stayed open. We had a lot of clients' monies invested, so we were there to lift and shift their trips, whether it was one time, two times, three times, but it's all fell into place, and Now it's just, as you guys all know, in the travel industry, everybody's busy, which is a great thing. And it's going to keep going that way.
So how large are you now? Do you have a lot of people working with
Well,
you?
you know what? We're a small paw type of agency. There's only 3 of us in there. We have some outside sales agents, but we're very small. A lot of our clients it's all word of mouth. We do have a website, but a lot of it is word of mouth and social media, and that's where we get a lot of our businesses.
And what would you say you guys specialize in?
Well, it's a mixture of everything. I mean, these last couple of years, we've been doing a lot.
Be nimble.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of international, everybody wants to go to Italy. Everybody wants to go to Ireland, or a new one this year that everybody wants to do is Egypt. We've done a lot of the Antarctica. So it's just a mixture. And then you have your families that want to do the traditional Hawaii or Mexico, that type of thing, or Caribbean. So it's just a mixture of everything in that area.
So you're a top producer for Pleasant Holidays. That's why you're here. Let's talk about them for a while.
Well, Pleasant Holidays, I mean, they're such a great company, and all the, they really, if there's a problem, their customer service is just, they do their best to try to make things work. Even if there's, I had a family that was going to Greece last week. As you know, with the airlines, we're pretty much at their mercy. British Airways did a schedule change where they were going LA to London, then London to Athens. Well, working together with Pleasant, we found them another flight because the London to Athens was canceled. And this was a family of 9. And can you imagine getting 9 people on another flight? If it's 2 or 3, it's a little easier. But 9 all on the same flight with little kids, it's not very easy. But Pleasant, and then we just worked as a team trying to find a new flight, and we found Air France. So Pleasant is a great team player, from helping you out with the flights if there's a problem. They have a large selection of hotels, whether it comes to, Hawaii, Europe. They've added a lot of new hotels to their portfolio.
It's new in America now. Mm-hmm. New in North America.
Yes. So there's so many options now with Pleasant. From the journey side, when it comes to the more of the customized Europe itineraries, from the private transfers, the private tours, they do a great job. And not only that, but it's instant confirmation. I find working with Pleasant that you get instant confirmation, where with some of the other wholesalers, you're waiting 1 or 2 days to get an answer back with a confirmation from the hotel, where Journeys or Pleasant, instantly.
That's a reflection on their technology, and which they keep improving. And don't they have new ones lately you want to talk about?
They've added new destinations. Like now they've added South Africa, and there's all kinds of new things that they've added to their portfolio, and it just makes it you're confident that if you're booking something with them, it's all going to fall into place. And I've even used them I was in Scotland in December. They're there waiting for you with a sign with your name on it. So I feel very confident that when I sell it to one of my clients, that they're going to be there. And if there's a problem, and here's another thing that they do, is that they keep track of the flights. If the flight's running late, they know. So they have whether their vendor there waiting for you. And that's really important now with flights being late. So I feel, with Pleasant, I've been working with them for, over 20-something years. I don't know the exact amount of years, but over 20-something years now. And everything always falls into place. Yes, there might be a little problem, but we do our best to try to make it work.
So that's what I was saying about the technology. The Air by Pleasant must have helped you with that booking.
Well, usually what I do with Pleasant, when I do the Pleasant bookings, we bundle it all. Air by Pleasant, yes, that helps. But usually when we do the package, we bundle the whole package together. So we do the air, hotel, everything. You could also do with Pleasant, if you don't want to do the package and just do their flights, then you could use just the Air by Pleasant. But usually that helps because they have their contracted airfares, so that comes in really handy. And usually with those contracted airfares, you know, there's you could buy the future travel insurance, which if you buy an airline ticket directly through the airline, you know, with Pleasant, you have that whole credit that you could apply towards a future trip. No questions asked, no doctor's notes, so it comes in really handy. Then they also do, which is a huge plus, is the cancel for any reason cash back. And that's another great product that Pleasant has, is that a lot of clients now, some of them don't want a credit. If they're, you know, let's just say they're elderly. They go, Dan, we don't know if we're going to be around, whatever, so let's do the cash back. So Pleasant offers, that's such a great product where if you're buying insurance separately, you can only get your full money back if it's due to medical reasons. Where through Pleasant, it's cash back for any reason. Or the lower price insurance, it's a future travel credit for a year. So they're great. That's another thing that makes it a great product to sell in combination, whether it's Europe, Asia, you know, any of those countries, Mexico, Hawaii. It makes it a really neat product, and your clients feel comfortable with that.
All right, so we go out to over 114,000 travel advisors every day. Some use Pleasant Holidays, some use Janice, some don't. Mm-hmm. What's your word of advice to them?
You know, if my word of advice, if you want something a little bit more detail, Journeys, which is also part of Pleasant Holidays, where you want it to be customized, I would do the Journeys route. I find myself when I'm doing more of the international. Here's a good way to do it. If you're doing international and you want more of the detailed, customized work, I would say Journeys. But if it's like a traditional Hawaii package, Mexico package, Caribbean, sandals, Pleasant does a great job. So that's the way I usually choose between the two. Or also, Journeys does Australia. They do such an amazing job with Australia. I have a family that just right before I left was booking Australia, where on the Pleasant side, they don't book it, but then you have Journeys that could book Australia. That's the way I kind of pick and choose. If I want something a little bit more detail work done, I'll go with Journeys. But if it's my traditional Hawaii, Mexico, Caribbean, I'll stick to Pleasant.
I think the main thing to remember is that it's just another tool in your belt, and the more you have, the better the travel advisor you are.
Exactly.
Thank you for talking to us.
Exactly. Well, thank you, Alan. Thank you, guys.
And this is Alan Fine for Insider Travel Report.